You know what time it is, fuckers. It's time for your reading. Yeah, let's get started. So what's going on with you guys today? What kind of guidance are you guys going to need? What do you need to hear today? There's a feeling that I have right now when I started this, and it was like a feeling of excitement, encouragement. Like it's not a sad feeling or a heavy feeling. It's kind of like when you're about to do something fun or have something work out for your highest good. Maybe. Spirit, what's going on with the collective today? Nothing. Nothing. Do I have the wrong deck? I must have the wrong deck. Alright, I'm back. I got my What's the Vibe deck. What kind of vibe are you guys vibing in today? Let's see if something falls out of this. I want to tell you guys a story. Anything going on with the collective today? Lust. Oh. There's that famous cream-covered strawberry. Somebody's in their lusty musties. Okay, we got a story with this one. I'm being told to grab another deck too, okay? So I'm going to grab that real quick. All right. I actually pulled from 3 other decks, okay, because I was being drawn to certain decks. One of them is Dark Confessions. The other one is Confessions, something that is not being said by someone. The other one is What's the Vibe? What's the vibe with this collective today, okay? And then I pulled from my Pretty Rose deck, and it showed me a little bit more to the story. So what I am going to do is start with What's the Vibe? So I am talking to somebody who is very well established, okay? This can be masculine or feminine. At this time, you are settled, you are secure, you are wealthy, you are good with your money, you're good with your job, you're a confident person, okay? And I just heard the word ego. There's a lot of ego with somebody because they're so confident, because they're so successful, because they have money, you know? And we're all born with ego. It's nothing we can just like shut off, all right? But I did hear you're in your ego a lot, whoever you are. There's that lusty musty card. Someone wants to make a mess of you. That's what I'm getting, okay? But they're being very greedy about it. I'm feeling that it's only one-sided. There's no love, there's no care. But I can say that only because it says like greedy, being inconsiderate, only wanting to do something for yourself, you know? But then the next card is intimacy. So you're maybe somebody that is very secure, very confident, okay? You do have a big ego. Maybe you like to play around with the finer things in life, right? And the lust card pops out because maybe you do have a lot of lust for someone, but there's also a lot of intimacy involved. There's a mutual respect for one another. So maybe you are lusting over a certain someone, not a lot, but a certain one. And you guys have developed a unity, a certain closeness that you really don't share with anyone else. All right, you have been watching this person, or this person has been watching you. Maybe you guys are doing it to each other. You guys are mirroring each other. And when I have this card fall out, it tells me this is a soul contract. This is a twin flame. Okay, this is somebody who's supposed to come in union. So you guys are reflecting each other. Maybe you guys share the same ideas, the same, I want to say the same pain, but not everybody shares the same pain. Everybody has their own goddamn story. You can't have the same story as someone else, but you guys relate to one another. But you have been watching this person, vice versa, okay? There has been a death. There may be a death or there has been a death to something. It could be a death to your ego. It could be a death to you, toxic ways, death to toxic ways, death to a certain relationship, okay? Maybe you finally ended something with someone, okay? I am not too sure, but this is saying you do have heartbreak, okay? Or the other person does, who knows? There was, again, an abusive relationship, more than likely, or a very toxic relationship. And you have learned from this. You are now starting to transcend. You're starting to move into a less egotistical asshole, is what I just heard. You're entering a new phase in your life. Yeah. Okay. So let me go on to the dark confessions and the other confessions. Okay. So the dark confessions that you may not be speaking of, or the other person. Okay. My mask keeps me safe. I need to fake my feelings. Ooh. I cannot support your actions. It's too much for me to deal with. You have become too difficult for me to handle. That's a big turnoff. Ooh. This connection bores me to death. I need something more exciting. I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. So this could be a mix. It could be a mix of the person you're moving towards, the one that you have this deep closeness with, and it could be a mix from the person that you're walking away from, or kind of putting distance between you guys. So it could be a mix of stuff. Now, the other confessions are more positive. This is stuff that you have not had the backbone to say to this other person, okay? I can't wait to see you again. You bring out the best in me. Sometimes when I'm busy, I pause to think of you, and it's like a breath of fresh air. I'm thinking of you in this very moment. And in this very moment, I miss you. I can feel all the love you are sending me, and it's electrifying. When you touch me, I feel butterflies in my stomach. Thank you for teaching me what real love is. Now I feel this person that you have this mutual respect for, this closeness for, maybe they have taught you a new layer of love, a new form of love that you're not probably used to, because there is a mutual respect, there is a closeness. Maybe you're not used to having that kind of intimacy with somebody, and you wear a mask because you don't want them to know, right? I feel that you don't want them to know because you don't want to mess the connection up, because God forbid, what if they don't feel the same way? Or you don't want your heart broke. Maybe you're trying to avoid the heartbreak, and that's why you're wearing your mask. I don't know, regardless, okay? That's your reading for today. I didn't have tarot come out, okay? I am going to read the card that was at the bottom of the deck, okay? You have death in reverse, and it's kind of funny that death came out in these cards too. But the death in reverse is showing you that you are resistant to change. You are being resistant to change right now. You know what direction you need to go in. You know what you have to do with your life. You know what will make you happy, but you're not willing to move towards it. You're not willing to change things around to get to that place, okay? You're fearing the change, because change means something, like you're stepping into something unknown, okay? And that can be fucking scary, stepping into the unknown. We don't have a heads up about anything. We're not prepared. We don't know what the hell is going to happen. We don't know if it's going to work out. So yes, we're going to be afraid of change. You're holding on to something, and it's leaving you stagnant, okay? You're holding on to possibly this fear, this ego. You're not moving forward. You're just staying in place. All right. But again, they match up. Okay. You're going through a personal transformation. Good job. You're walking towards something. You're dropping that fear. Keep going.